Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are doing well out there, enjoying your day. Hopefully you guys are not in this winter blast that a lot of us are in right now. But yeah, y'all, we got some things we got to get into. And the thing is this is a story I've been wanting to do for the longest time, for the past couple days. But I haven't had a chance to really do anything about it because your man's been busy covering other big stories and just trying to do as much as I can to cover as many of the stories that have been going on recently, and a lot of things have been happening recently, y'all. Damn, things have been going off lately. Like, bruh, it's been insane, y'all. It's been absolutely insane. But I'm not complaining about it because, you know, I love doing what I do, and this is an opportunity to chop it up with you guys and talk about what's going on in the world and all that. And this particular story right here is very interesting. You got to understand there's a lot to unfold here. There's some new breaking news revolving around this particular case, revolving around this particular mystery. All right. And we got to get our detective hats on and try to see what we can unfold here. But right now, as we speak, they just came out with a new announcement that the father of the subject matter that I'm talking about, of Codi Bigsby, this 4-year-old boy by the name of Codi Bigsby, the father at first was a person of interest, and now he has been arrested. And we are going to get into that conversation. There's a lot to unfold. And because, you know, some of y'all don't even know about this Codi Bigsby story, I figured it'd be nice, or the right thing to do is to come through and talk about it from the beginning, from its origin, and kind of go from there. You know, build from there and get to where we are right now. Okay? So I know a lot of y'all may have been watching this case like crazy. But like I said, I haven't been able to do many pop-ups or any videos revolving around this case. So I figured the best way to do it is start from a little bit from the beginning and go up to where we are right now. Okay. So just to give you guys a heads up, if you want to take a trip down memory lane, if you've already been watching this or, you know, been following this particular story, then bet. Nice way to refresh your memory. And for those of y'all who don't know what's going on, well, we're about to go through it together, piece by piece. All right. So before we get going, because I know that I need to get into these stories a little bit quicker. So do me a favor, hit that like button down below. Hit that like button. Send those likes all the way up. Okay. Send them straight through the roof. And don't forget to crush that subscribe button. All right. Shatter your screen if you have to. Just crush that subscribe button. That would really, really mean a lot. All right. Well, hope you guys are enjoying your day. Join the Pascal Show fam. If you can, hit that join button down below, or you can join my Patreon as well. Starting to add some real content over there that is specifically for those Patreons as well. So now I've said everything I needed to say. So let's get into it. Now, there is a young boy, because I am hopeful, by the name of Codi Bigsby. And I'm going to show you a picture of him real quick because I want you guys to see this young boy's face. I mean, this is a beautiful kid. I know these are pixelated as all get out, but, you know, cute, adorable kid that's recently gone missing. Now we're hearing some more information that he's been missing for a lot longer than what they were giving off. So we got to get into some articles. There's a lot of articles and videos and whatnot. And yeah, like I said, there's just a lot. Where they kind of started off, or from what I've seen, they have already been in the search for this young boy. So I figured, you know, let's get into a news clip so we can kind of get up to date. Like I said, I'm trying to give you an abbreviated version so we can get to the meat and potatoes of this story. Because I know that there's some other channels that are sort of talking about this. There is a channel in particular that has been talking about this quite a lot. And it is good that we are starting to talk about other missing Black children out here, and it's not just Gabby Petito stories, right? So I'm very, very thankful that people are giving a damn about the livelihood of this young boy. And so I want to help push that narrative. I want to help push that story, and hopefully we can find this little boy alive. But let's get into this video real quick. Here we go.
Right now at 6, a third day of searching for a missing 4-year-old boy in Hampton. The effort is not stopping, but time is running short.
Tonight, new details on where teams are searching and who's now on the radar of police as a person of interest. We say good evening to you and thank you for joining us. We lead off at 6 tonight with a story that has everyone talking this week: the search for Codi Bigsby.
This nonstop search is now in its third day in Hampton. Police and volunteers out in the chilly fog continuing their search and telling those who live in the neighborhoods to do the same.
Meantime, police now say they are down to one person of interest in Cody's disappearance. That's 43-year-old Codi Bigsby, the boy's father.
We have 2 reports tonight, beginning with 10 on your side's Chris Horn. Chris, what is the latest in the search?
Yeah, Tom, you mentioned the fog, and I don't know if you can tell on camera, but there's been a dense fog surrounding this area of Buckrow all day. It's kind of a metaphor for this case. When will something cut through that fog? What will be the break that searchers will get to find out what happened in this case? It has now been 57 hours since little 4-year-old Codi Bigsby was reported missing by his father from this complex off Old Buckrow Road. And police are appealing to the public for help, not only to find Cody, but also to develop a profile and get information about his father, 43-year-old Codi Bigsby, who is their person of interest.
The person of interest in this case is Cody's father. His name is Codi Bigsby. He is a 43-year-old Hampton man.
With that announcement Wednesday at noon, police narrowed their investigation in the disappearance of 4-year-old Codi Bigsby. He and 3 other siblings were living with his father, Corey, at this apartment townhouse on Ranelette Drive. Police are appealing to the public for help on 2 fronts.
We're still seeking information on Cody's last known whereabouts. We're also seeking information on his father's whereabouts.
Police say the father has been cooperative and answering questions at police headquarters, but he's also the focus of their investigation, and they will see what they can develop from family, friends, and neighbors to complete his profile.
Now, I know that somebody just asked, where's the mother? Miss G Girl is asking, where's the mother? I have a feeling there's going to be some conversations about the mother here very shortly. The sister, this is Codi Bigsby, Codi Bigsby's father, all right? And his sister has been out trying to basically be there for her brother, support him, all that stuff, because she does believe that Cody is alive and well. That's what she believes. She doesn't know anything except for the information that she's received from her brother and from law enforcement. We're going to look at some footage because there is some footage of just local investigators, local reporters, doing their own research and their own investigations and asking her questions live on some specific live streams and everything. It's very interesting. But like I said, this kid is still not, we still don't know where this kid is. And he's still missing. And now, of course, we're jumping ahead a little bit, but the father is a person of interest, or was a person of interest. And now it has grown. It has advanced towards him being actually arrested. And we are going to get into that here very shortly. But let's get through this.
Where he goes, where he shops, who he's with, and what he does.
Teams of officers went door to door Wednesday in neighborhoods like this one, across Old Buckrow Road from where Cody lives, that were previously unsearched. Relied on volunteers to help them in the search. They were at capacity today for the volunteers, but they weren't taking names on, they could be used for future search days. Of course, we'll follow this and find out more about what happened here. Live in Hampton, Chris Horn, 10 on your side.
Thank you, Chris. And that clock is ticking. As police told us live on Wavy News 10 midday, the search area for Cody has greatly expanded.
The circle on this map is the approximate 1-mile radius where they've spent this week looking for clues. People from all across the area have stepped up to help, and we're hearing from some of those people who refuse to give up in this effort.
10 on your side's John Dowding continues our team coverage tonight. John?
Well, Tom and Anita, like Chris Horn was just saying, this fog, this cold, nothing is stopping the community from coming out and trying to find Cody. For many of them, though, it's an eerie reminder of the Noah Tomlin case from 2 years ago. But out of all of the people we spoke to, many of them saying they're not giving up hope.
I still got hope. I still got hope that he's out here.
Resiliency and hope remain strong in the Hampton community as the search for Codi Bigsby heads into a third day. Akila Chapman drove from Newport News the last few days with the hopes of finding him.
We drove in just different neighborhoods that I've never seen before. And we just was going through the side streets, just looking at people's yards, pulling over, asking anybody, have they seen Cody? Have they seen a little boy?
Leah Jones is an Army veteran who helped in the search efforts with Hampton police yesterday. She says never go out searching alone.
Anything could happen. You could fall. I just think it's wise, one, to always let someone know where you are, where you're going to look for him. Have a buddy with you, a partner.
Also, don't just start going through people's property. Always ask for permission to search.
If you're out by yourself and you see something like a boat or a pickup truck that has a tarp on the back and you want to lift it up and look, and you can't do that to people's personal property.
If you don't have the time to come out and search, there are still ways you can help.
Share his picture, get the word out, talk to your neighbor, go knock on some doors, let everybody know. I gotta find him. Like every day, I don't care if it's snowing out here, if it's cold out here, if it's raining out here, I'm going to come.
A lot of the people out here are holding on to hope, rallying and hoping for a happy ending here in Hampton tonight. Now, Hampton police are saying if you do want to volunteer, you want to come out and help, look out for that link on their social media. It's a way for you to sign up, and they'll give you a call. They need you to come in and volunteer with them. And then, as always, we'll be following this story and be bringing you updates on air and online for the very latest as we learn more. That's the latest in Hampton tonight. I'm John Dowding, 10 on your.
I appreciate everybody who's going out of their way to try to do their best. Just random people are coming together and doing everything they can to help be there for this young boy, to see if they can find this young boy. I give people mad props for just taking time out of their day, driving out of their way to try to see if they can just contribute to finding this young boy. Like I said, I mean, it's his life is just as important as anybody else's, and it is very it's devastating to hear that this kid still hasn't been found. But there's been more information, new pieces of information that hasn't been out here, that wasn't out there in the very beginning, making it seem like, oh, he was only gone for a few days, but actually he was gone longer from what people are saying, but I do have some other articles that kind of explain a little bit more and all that. And like I said, it's strange, this whole story and how all of this has transpired. And of course, we already know the end of so far what they have now, which is Cody's father, Codi Bigsby, has been arrested. And we are, of course, going to get into that near the end of this conversation. But here it is. It says, Hampton police need the public's help. This is the help. Sorry, this is the very, very beginning of everything. Help locating a missing 4-year-old boy. Codi Bigsby was last seen within his father's home at 2 a.m. Monday. According to police, around 9 a.m., they were called to the 100 block of Ranelagh Drive for a missing juvenile. When they arrived at the scene, they spoke with Cody's father, who said he last seen him in his home. Police described Cody as a 4-year-old boy who is approximately 3 feet tall. He was last seen wearing all black clothing and Spider-Man flip-flops. So if he ran off, he was wearing flip-flops, Spider-Man flip-flops. So Imagine what kind of weather it is right now, all that, right? If he just ran off, which is still a possibility, right? Police said the family's cooperating with them at this time, and the FBI is on the scene helping Hampton police. Police tell us an Amber Alert has not been made in this case because, quote unquote, it does not meet the criteria. Now, I want to know what constitutes criteria then. A young boy is gone, disappears. And I know we've had this conversation, I think, before, like about a year ago, about another story where there was a missing kid. And then, of course, there was no Amber Alert that went off. Yet this is a young boy, 4 years old, and there was no Amber Alert because they said it didn't meet the criteria. Still, to me, to this day, to me, I feel like if there's a missing child, there should be an alert, regardless, because you never know. That kid could be anywhere, right? In my personal opinion, but Buckrow Point apartments, townhomes is still being searched at this time, and police tell News 3 they're asking neighbors for any surveillance video. A news conference with the Hampton Police, Mark Talbot, took place at 3 p.m. Monday. During the press conference, Talbot said Cody's dad said he woke up Monday morning and found his son missing. The father said he looked all over and Cody was nowhere to be found. Officers searched again and were also unable to find Cody. Police say the young children were in the home and they were safe. The other young children were in the home and they were safe. Every resource Hampton Police could think of is there helping the search. Police said police will be working until they find Cody. They said they do not believe Cody is with another family member. Police do not believe there is any danger to the general there isn't any danger to the general public now. On one Hampton man says he has a grandson who is Cody's age. Hearing that Cody is missing hit home for me. Back when the time when Noah Tomlin, the Noah Tomlin case happened, when the case came up, when he first came up missing, they didn't allow the public to help search. I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to be out here searching. And this is a Hampton resident that said this, by the name of Richard. He also said he's been driving around looking for Cody, searching for any clues. I started over here by the church and to the other side where the substation is. I walked around the substation and looked up and down the ditch. When I got down there, I started at Salt Ponds and worked my way all the way down, and then went down every road back from Salt Ponds to Colonial Acres. Police say Cody's parents have been cooperating with authorities at this particular time of this report. Just so you know, a news investigation revealed that that more than 5,000 children are reported missing across the country. Database do not fit the following criteria for an Amber Alert. So here it is. Interesting. The abducted child must be 17 years or younger, or is currently enrolled in a secondary school in the Commonwealth, regardless of age, and the law enforcement agency believes the child has been abducted, unwillingly taken from their environment without permission from the child's parent or legal guardian. The law enforcement agency believes the missing child is in imminent danger of serious bodily harm or death. See, this is the part, though. If you disappear, if you have a 4-year-old, it's 4. This ain't a 12-year-old. This is a 4-year-old. Wouldn't you think that if he's missing from the time that you wake up, he's gone at 2 a.m., he disappears, you wake up at 7, and like I said, just saying allegedly, this is what he said. And like I said, there's more information now that has come out. But you have all that information here. Wouldn't that count? Wouldn't that be considered Amber Alert worthy? I'm just curious. That doesn't make sense to me. Moving on, a law enforcement investigation has taken place that verified the abduction or eliminated alternative explanations. Sufficient information is available to disseminate to the public that could assist in locating the child, suspect, and or the suspect's vehicle. The child must be entered in the Virginia Criminal Information Network, the VCIN, and the National Crime Information Center, the NCIC, missing person files as soon as practical. Interesting. So that's some of the reasons, some of the guidelines on what would constitute someone being Amber Alert worthy, or a child being Amber Alert worthy. And within those 5 reasons, and within those 5 points as far as criteria, in my personal opinion, that still counts as Amber Alert. I feel like the kid is still Amber Alert worthy, but that's just me. And it doesn't matter anymore because obviously this has turned into I don't know if this is really a national story, but a lot of people are starting to talk about it. People are really starting to show that they care. You know, there's other commentators and other channels that are starting to talk about this, basically saying, where is Cody? And we all would like to know where Cody is. I don't even know where the heck this kid is, but he ain't here. He ain't with his dad. And now his dad is being found, is getting charged with several counts of negligence, which is crazy. This is a 4-year-old child, y'all. 4. Insane. So let's continue on here. Now, after all this information, of course, the father, Codi Bigsby, was allegedly starting to cooperate. That's what they were saying. He was cooperating at some time, telling them, hey, he was here on this particular day at 2 a.m. This is the last time I saw him. I woke up the next day and he gone, right? Well, there's more to it. Now, the police say that the evidence doesn't match what they were told. So let's get into this. And I got a little clip. I'm going to play that little clip here too. But as the search for the 4-year-old Codi Bigsby stretched into its second day, Hampton Police Chief Talbot, the child's parents, wait. Into the second day to Hampton's Police Talbot, the child's parents. That's weird. I guess says the parents were answering questions. They missed a word. Gotta love that grammar. Says the child's parents were answering questions from investigators and that some of the stories that they've been told about Cody have not matched the evidence. Interesting, right? Albert would not go into detail about the stories nor the evidence. I think that it's self-explanatory. The evidence doesn't match what we've been told. So we need to investigate further, he said. When Cody was initially reported missing on Monday, police said the child's father informed them Cody was not in their home when he awakened. Talbot said Cody's father told investigators he searched the home, but Cody was nowhere to be found. We need the help of the public so that we can find anybody who may have seen the child or even anything that might be related to this investigation. We feel strongly that somebody listening can be helpful. We feel very strongly about that. Talbot said Cody was most likely not abducted, but and he would be found near his Buckrow Beach neighborhood home. The investigation does not indicate that he was abducted. There's just no reason to believe it. We certainly are open to that as a possibility. It is not likely. Cody's father said He last saw his son in the home around 2 a.m. Monday. There were other children in the home who are all safe with the police, but Talbot wouldn't say how many children there were. I mean, here's a picture of the young boy again. Cody lived with his father, according to Talbot, who also said police have also spoken with his mother. There are a number of people beyond his parents that we are talking to as well. Now, the FBI is assisting in the search, police said. Police have also asked for the public's help in the search. We're establishing a new role, or we're establishing a role for the general public to help us assist in the search. At this time, we're only seeking the first 50 volunteers. We need to be able to coordinate the volunteers and be able to determine where they're searching and have an accurate way to track where those volunteers are going to be working with our staff. So all this is now, as they are starting to talk with both families and all that, both parents, because the parents are not together and all that. From my understanding, the parents are not together at all. The stories are not adding up. Like I say, the math ain't mathing, right? And so the police are finally sitting there saying, nah, bro, this ain't working for me. Somebody explain this. So now they're looking at this time. This is about a day later. They finally go, we need to investigate more into this situation and see what's really going down.
Are still talking to us. They are still answering our questions. We still believe that they are the key to us finding out where he might be and what may have happened to him.
Is that why there's no Amber Alert?
There's no Amber Alert because we've worked with Virginia State Police to discuss the criteria, which we are
anytime,
deeply
Robert,
familiar with. This case is not an Amber Alert case.
Thank you, Robert. I appreciate it. I appreciate you appreciating me covering this story. So thank you so much for the love.
Sergeant Williams will talk more about that as well.
And again, you have more people helping you in the search today, more agencies. Could you just speak to who's helping along with FBI?
So Sergeant Williams will be able to talk about that as well. All right, I'm going to let him speak, and then we can hit questions.
This conference, we're going to have a link available on our social media sites that enables the public to sign up to assist us. At this time, we're only seeking the first 50 volunteers. We need to be able to coordinate the volunteers and be able to determine where they're searching and have an accurate way to track where those volunteers are going to be working with our staff. Some important things to know about that is the volunteers need to be capable of walking long distances outside in the cold weather, and we're asking them to have a valid photo ID available. Information on when the public saw Cody last, when that was, where he was, who he was with, and what they were doing. That information is extremely important to us, and it's extremely important to the investigation. You can get that information to us by visiting p3tips.com. You can follow with regard to the Amber Alert, we've received numerous questions in terms of why an Amber Alert has not been issued. We have basically determined that the criteria for the Amber Alert has not been met. We have conferred with state police on numerous occasions to confirm that that criteria is not met. And the specific elements of the criteria that has not been met refers to, at this point, we don't believe that an abduction has taken place.
So they don't believe that an abduction has taken place at this time, at this particular time. Obviously, they've been doing their investigations. They've been looking into things. They've been obviously interrogating both parents. The father is the last one to see this child. Again, Codi Bigsby was the last person to see Codi Bigsby. But like I said, he only issued a missing persons report a day ago during the time of this particular press conference that they're having right here. And I'll say it again, only to find out that Cody's been missing longer than that, much longer than that. We'll get to it, I promise.
There's no information to lead investigators to believe that Cody has been abducted, and we don't have information to pass on or to fit the criteria with regard to that element. Another element would be who the abductor would be, where that abductor is traveling, what they're wearing, what vehicle they're in. That element of the criteria simply does not exist.
I don't think there's any abductor. I think it's just, I truly believe that it's Corey, and that's it. I think all signs, all roads are leaning straight towards the father, and that's it. Like I said, this is why you'll find out more craziness that comes out of here. But let's skip through this stuff.
So aside from that, we're using all of our available. We'll be bringing in additional resources and personnel to assist in the search.
That somebody listening can be helpful. We feel very strongly about that.
Have the parents
okay, so let me get there.
Not told you enough to connect the dots on the stories that are not adding up with the evidence that there is?
We probably won't know for certain how much is being left out until we find this child.
He's got a point, but it also depends on if Corey, who now is in custody right now, starts talking. Mother lover needs to start talking, y'all. He just needs to start talking.
But isn't that really the concerning thing with the parents? The people that were for his safety are telling you stories that are not adding up to the evidence that you have.
That is the crux of the investigation. We have to figure that out.
And last night we had called crews searching through dumpsters in the neighborhood. Is that just part of searching the whole area? Or?
Right. We will search every place possibly be. Every place he could possibly be, we will look.
I mean, they're going to look high and low, obviously, right? Don't you think? I mean, that's kind of how it goes down, right? They're going to look high. They're going to search high and low trying to find this young boy. And rightfully so. This is exactly what they did with the Brian Laundrie case. They were doing that with the Gabby Petito thing. So they should do the same damn thing for this young boy. And absolutely, I give so much props to the neighborhood, the people that have gone out of their way to stop what they're doing to look for this young boy, because his life matters too. It's a 4-year-old child. There's no way that a 4-year-old child could just easily just run off like that, just disappear like that and not be found somewhere. Something is up, and the parents know something. The father knows something. At least the father knows something. Okay? But we're going to continue because we got some more. We got more to the story. Okay? Because this kid just up and leaves. What? He's able to work the doorknobs and the keys to unlock the house and just walk out. I mean, it's just too much. Like it's too strange for it to be that easy. I don't know. Weird. To me, it's weird. But like I said, I got more news clips that I want to share with you guys because this is something that is still growing and still developing. And it's been a few days and I haven't been able to break this story with you guys. You know, we do talk about these missing person cases, whenever I get a chance that if it catches my eye, because a lot of times like these things just go bang, bang. Like as soon as it hits, then the person's been found. Like it's that quick. And this is still an ongoing investigation. This is still an ongoing case. And so I'm glad I'm able to break this story with you guys and talk about this with you guys. So please do me a favor, hit that like button down below. Send those likes all the way up. I see over about 300 souls watching the show. I really do appreciate it. So please hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well, okay? But let's get into this other news clip.
Hey, we're told Hampton police are set to update us on the missing 4-year-old Codi Bigsby.
Yeah, Cody's dad reported him missing Monday morning in the early hours, but yesterday, police told us they don't believe the father's timeline is reliable. So just to
He reported this young boy missing Monday, just so you know, Monday.
give you some more specifics here, Cody's dad reported that Cody was last seen 2 a.m. Monday and reported missing at 9 a.m. Well, police later have widened that time frame for Cody's disappearance, now beginning noon Sunday, extending to when he was reported missing, which was 9 a.m. Monday.
All right, the two gentlemen you see right here are the public information officers for the Hampton Police Department. They are giving us our first update that we've received in almost 24 hours. And again, many questions remain unanswered at this point. We also hope to learn in the coming minutes about what took place last night in the search at the Hampton steam plant. We saw several investigators out there. Let's listen in.
Sergeant Williams with the Hampton Police Division's Public Information Office. I'm here to provide you an update on the status of the Codi Bigsby investigation.
Real quick, I have to pause this real quick. I see Falcon Hoof just said, my grandson is 4 and autistic. He can open doors, turn keys, and walk outside if we are not watching him. Twice he got out. It does and can happen. And thank you so much for sharing your story. I'm not trying to say that it's not possible, but for this child to be gone, to just disappear like this, I don't think that the kid could just travel that far. But maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe I'm wrong. You know, I got plenty of little nieces and nephews out here that is, you know, you turn your back for 2 seconds doing something, you turn back around, they gone, or they're like hanging off the ceiling. You know what I mean? They're crawling on the ceiling or something. You know what I mean? So anything's possible, but I feel like he would be able to get out there and try to find this child. It might take a little bit of time because the kid would have been gone for 7 hours. If the story is true. Last time he saw him was 2 a.m. He woke up at 9 a.m. Baby was gone. So if the baby was on foot, yeah, 7 hours, that's a lot of coverage. But still, it's a 4-year-old kid. So to me, I feel he'd get far, but not that far, right? If he was just riding solo dolo. But we already know that we are starting to learn that his story ain't adding up. So this kid may not have been gone at the time that he said that he was gone.
I'm going to start off today by discussing our current and ongoing search efforts. Today, our search is expanding. We're going to be checking new areas of the grid that have not yet previously been searched. We're going to continue today using volunteers. We're going to be working with our partners at the Virginia Department of Emergency Management. And you're going to continue to see a wide variety of resources being used out here, to include canines and UAVs. Last night, we did have a team at the Hampton NASA steam plant. Today, we are no longer there. Our mission there is complete, and our efforts have concluded at that location. Moving on to the status of the investigation, I'm going to provide some clarification on the person of interest in this case.
Yo, Falcon, you good, homie? You good? You speaking truth. You speaking facts. So I'm gonna say it and talk about it. So I appreciate you saying what you said. Appreciate it.
The person of interest in this case is Cody's father. His name is Codi Bigsby. He is a 43-year-old Hampton man. At the conclusion of this press conference, his photo is going to be available for you on our Twitter platform for your reference. Corey is still with us at police headquarters. He is there voluntarily, and he is choosing to answer our questions.
So he is there. He's at this moment, he is in the precinct. He is cooperating with police, sort of.
Here's what we need from the public. We're still seeking information on Cody's last known whereabouts. We're also seeking information on his father's whereabouts. Any information that you have could potentially be of value. We're seeking information specifically regarding where he goes, where he shops, who he's with, and what he does. We're also asking for residents of the Old Buckrow neighborhood and surrounding areas to check their own property. Residents are much more familiar with their own property. They would be more likely to spot something that's out of place or suspicious. And in that case, if you find something that you believe to be suspicious, contact police and we'll send someone out to you.
Okay, so obviously they want to know more information about Corey. You know, maybe his habits, where he goes and kicks it, so on and so forth. But obviously, at the recording of this particular press conference, Codi Bigsby's father, Corey Bigsby, has now become a person of interest, and he is still in the police in the precinct. He is still in. He's not in custody, but he at this time, but he is in the police precinct. I guess cooperating with police thus far. Okay. And Zozo Bob just asked something. How long has Cody been missing? From my understanding, he has been missing. He says that he's been missing since Monday, right? But the truth might be longer than that, and we're gonna get into that here shortly. So let me get into that right quick, because it is pretty crazy for them to say that one thing, and from what we're knowing now. Actually, let me see. Yep. There was a press release that was given out here recently. So let me see if I can pull that up, because there might be more here. Yes. And hold on, I got a super chat. Let me get that super chat. Laura Starter, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Happy belated congratulations on 50,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Bummed I wasn't present for the big reveal. I watched the replay. Such joy. Thank you so much. I'm so happy about it too. Real talk. Can't believe it happened. And now we are marching towards 100,000 subscribers. And that's just weird to even say out loud. So it's a blessing. And thank you so much for the $5 super chat. But back to this story. We are going to look into this. And the thing is that they're saying that there are stories out here being told that he's been gone, that Cody has been missing since Christmas. There are stories out here where people are saying that he's been missing longer than what they've been saying, which is also something very interesting as well, that he's been gone and now they're saying more. Of course, people are going out of their way to do what they need to do, come out and be a part of this conversation, be a part of the search, and help, of course. And I give every single last one of the people in that area, in that town, all that stuff, so much props, so much kudos for coming out and doing whatever they need to do to be there for this little boy. And hopefully we can get him home swiftly. But there is speculation that he's been gone longer than that. Now, this is some footage just showing a new search crew is in the woods, and they're looking for Codi Bigsby. I want to show you guys this as well, because you guys should see it. Here's a little video of them searching. All walks of life going out of their way to try to help find this kid. Like I said, everybody and their mama is going to Hampton and trying to help to find this kid. It just make it on something so sad. It does warm my heart that people actually give a damn. People are starting to give a damn about other people other than just what we normally see everybody drop everything for. They're realizing that there's other kids out here that matter too. But we are going to get into this other stuff here because obviously there's a bunch to pop off. But I want to show you guys a little bit of the, people out here doing whatever they can to help try to find Codi Bigsby. Whoops.
The father, grandfather, brother to brother, man to man, father to father, grandfather to grandchildren. Come on out with the truth, bro. Come on out with the truth. Set yourself free and let your son either rest in peace or be found with joy.
I agree. I totally agree. Just speak the truth, say what's really going down, and just be real with all this. Okay? Now, I want to get to the arrest, but I do want to show this piece. There is a show on Facebook called Rhoda Young Reporting Live. She was live a few hours earlier in the day, and she was literally at the precinct and was able to get an interview with Codi Bigsby's father's sister, which I thought was very interesting. Very interesting personality, very funny, very colorful personality. But I wanted to show you guys this feed because I thought it was fairly interesting, and the fact that she was able to just swoop in and get this interview and just get a conversation with this woman, I thought was pretty damn amazing. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of the beginning and get straight to the meat and potatoes of this real quick.
Young Live reporting live straight out of Hampton, Virginia, while all the search and the rescue teams are out there looking for baby Cody. I'm here at the Hampton Police Department. I want to know, where is the man that has the answer to where is baby Cody? Inside of one of these buildings here in Hampton, Virginia, the man with the real answer to where is baby Cody at is inside of one of these buildings. We need to see if we can figure out which building is he in to find out where is baby Cody. We are sick and we're tired of playing with him and him keeping secrets about where this child at. Right now, the news has updated that baby Cody may have been missing since Christmas.
Did you hear that? I mean, this woman got the tea, by the way. She got all the information. She said this child may have been missing since Christmas. I repeat, could have been missing since Christmas. So I ain't lying. Ain't no cap here. That is full on. She's saying it too. So if Cody been missing since Christmas, y'all, and he only started reporting this child missing Monday, like I said, foul play is afoot. Okay? Yeah, I'm getting my Agatha Christie glasses on, smoking out of my Sherlock Holmes pipe and saying, foul play is afoot. Absolutely. Since Christmas? Come on, y'all.
We don't know when baby Cody went missing. The only one that knows the truth is the man that's behind these walls here in Hampton, Virginia. While the search and the rescue team is out there looking for him, not knowing where to look at, not knowing how long he has been gone, we're here outside the Hampton Police Department hoping that we can get inside of one of these buildings to find out where is baby Cody. When you want to know the truth, go directly to the source. Allegedly, they have stated that he is here on his own. He has voluntarily stayed in this building for the last 4 days. We doubt that very seriously. We doubt it.
Okay, that's another piece in itself. That's something completely different. But
in the city, anytime. That's why ain't nothing wrong with that son. Mama, I had to help, man. I love y'all.
now she just goes out. She's running around. She's, talking to a whole bunch of people. She's chopping it up with a mess of people throughout this entire thing. All right. And obviously she is very, very bubbly and personable and all that stuff. Shout out to Rhoda Young, because like I said, she does a damn good job here, especially being someone who is, I'll just say, I'm not going to say she's a novice in this, but she is, she is I don't even know how to say it. She's not a professional journalist. She is someone who is just wants to get down to the nitty gritty of conversations, like this channel. You know what I mean? I'm not a journalist, not that I think of, but I like to talk about stories. And I think she wants to get down to finding the truth on what's going on, especially the fact that this is going on in her backyard, for crying out loud. So this is crazy. But like I said, December 25th is allegedly the last time the father saw his son, Codi Bigsby. Now, he is holed up in this building at the police department. He's been there for days. He's just chilling there. He hasn't been arrested, but he's holed up in that building. Why has he been there for 4 days straight? You see what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. So there must be more information that they know, but they haven't told to the general public. But you got the general public out here combing woods and backyards of neighborhoods and stuff like that, peering into people's boats and, trucks and stuff like that. Full on search. So if the police know something, if the Leos know something out here, law enforcement officers, all right, just so you know what Leo is. If the Leos know something, then they should start squawking. They should have been squawking. But I feel like there's other information here that maybe they're holding close to the chest and all that because they don't want people to start running. Another Brian Laundrie situation. I get it. But interesting, right? Very, very interesting. So there is speculation that this child has been missing since December 25th, since Christmas. Think about that. And we are in February 3rd. February the 3rd, okay? Just letting you know. Let's continue.
God bless you too, baby. Good luck. Thank you. And tell the judge stop lying. Hey, y'all.
Okay, here
we
we go.
on the scene of this. How y'all doing?
What's be out here for that baby?
I'm out here looking for the baby. I want to see the baby.
We just left the magistrate office.
For real?
Here we go.
Yeah, he hired a lawyer.
He had the lawyer. Yep.
They in there.
Who they in there?
Yeah, over there, across the street, right over there.
Who in there? Him and the lady.
Yeah, he hired a lawyer.
For real? How can I get in there and see it? You saw him?
His sister's sitting in the thing right over there.
Oh shit! I ain't going over there down to my ass whoop. His sister sitting there. Yeah. Over there. Where at? Where over there? Let me whoop my.
Ain't that the safety bill?
Oh Jesus! How you doing, sir? Come here. You want to interview? You want to interview? How you doing? I see you.
Okay, and of course she starts to talk to a whole bunch of people, but here it is. I will say this. Just because he got a lawyer does not mean that he is guilty. It doesn't automatically say all road signs go to guilty. It just means that everyone gets a lawyer. I mean, it's just it's just procedure. It is just procedure. But the end of this video is very interesting. So we're going to get to it, or not the end of this video, but there's certain parts of this video that I found extremely interesting. Sister is in the precinct, in the building with a lawyer, okay? Does not mean that he's guilty. I'm going to say that again. It does not mean he's guilty. It's a standard procedure, but what happens here is very fascinating. Fascinating as hell. So we're going to get into the nitty gritty of this here real quick. Shout out to Rhoda Young here. She came through and she did some stuff, man. This takes balls because a lot of people would sit there and go, I don't know if I should, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should. This is serious, like guerrilla This is some guerrilla journalism right here, but she did her damn thing on this. I give her mad props.
You know he did something to that damn baby. What you need that lawyer for?
I'll say it again. Just because you get a lawyer does not mean that you're guilty. Doesn't mean anything. Just means you want to making sure you have legal representation. Your son is missing. So I'll just say that first. I will say that first. But I will say it does. I instantly knee-jerk gut reaction, shooting from the hip, automatically think the man is guilty, regardless if he has a lawyer or not. But let's continue here.
Ain't nobody gonna need no lawyer if they ain't do nothing to their child.
This is fascinating, though. We're gonna get through this whole thing. There's a lot coming through here, so sit tight.
Woo, this hit shot me.
Bam. I know that's a little choppy. Hold up. Let me try to get that in a cleaner shot. Okay, that's a little bit better. So here's his sister. There's Corey Bixby's sister. Okay, Codi Bigsby's sister sitting right here, and this allegedly is the lawyer I believe she brought in for her own brother. Okay, so that's important to see.
How y'all doing?
That was the lawyer.
Thank you.
Come on with it, girl.
Huh? Yeah. How you doing? I don't know you. I don't want to interview you because I don't want to interfere with your brother's case, okay? But I am doing just here doing a report. But I don't want to interview you because I don't want you to say nothing that's going to interfere with y'all case, okay? Thank you, baby. I appreciate y'all. And I'm also leave if I won't invade y'all privacy, but thank you for being so nice. All right. Y'all ready? To that damn baby.
Did to that baby.
So she agreed that is her brother, that is his sister right now inside the magistrate office.
And she's sitting there looking sad as a damn puppy. Because she know what the hell her brother did to that baby.
Yeah, she know y'all. Hey, look, but
Sure
yeah, y'all brought me in there, but I want to make sure for the record, y'all did not call me out here.
There go show this.
Right, I was already out here, and y'all took me, y'all found me and brought me right in there, and that's the lawyer right now. Tell him what's going on. Right now,
They're waiting on him to be requested to talk to the lawyers.
Why? Okay. If he is there on his own free will at this time, because obviously he has now been arrested. We already know he's been arrested now, okay? And we are going to get to that. I promise you that. But we now know that he's been arrested. So why, if he's been arrested or not arrested at this time, why wouldn't he be able to just come out and chop it up with his sister and have a correspondence, or at least a back and forth with this lawyer that his sister brought to him? She clearly went and got the lawyer, brought him there to say, hey, I got you a lawyer. There's more to this. But like I said, doesn't it seem weird that he hasn't been able to go out of the building? He's been there for 4 days. Why has he been in there for 4 days? If he's free as a bird, like I said, if he's free as a bird, why can't he walk out and just chop it up with the lawyer real quick? Why do they have to have a request to be able to get the lawyer inside the building if he's there on the freeze 9s? Somebody explain that to me.
Police not even letting the lawyer back there yet.
Wow.
They told him no.
They said
That's what they
unless
said.
he gives them permission to talk to him.
So do you think he's refusing to talk to anybody right now?
Because they've been out there for like an hour now.
They've been out there for an hour trying to get in there.
Wow. So the brother right now don't want to talk to nobody. So he's right there in that building. He don't want to talk to nobody, guys. We came here to Hampton, Virginia. We went to several different buildings. As I was coming around the corner, I seen these young ladies that just left out the public safety building, and they informed me that the sister was in the lobby with the lawyer for her brother. The brother lawyer is trying to get back there to speak with their client. The sister has got him a lawyer, but he is refusing, allegedly at this moment, to speak to a lawyer or anybody. The sister was not mean. She told us we didn't have to whisper. We could speak louder. I did tell her we was here to videotape, and I did respect her privacy, and I didn't interview her just because I don't want to hinder her case. I don't want to be mean to people during their time of need.
And that's the right thing to do, in my personal opinion. That is the right thing to do, because you don't know what what the sister's going through. I know the other two were doing their color commentary, basically being like, yeah, she feels she's all sad as a dog because she knows. What if she doesn't know anything? And all she's doing is trying to support her brother. I'm just saying that for devil's advocate. Maybe she doesn't know anything at all. But she's there because that's blood, that's family. And you do everything you can to have their back. That's why she brought a lawyer over, maybe to help him.
What do you think? The sister looked very stressed out. She looked very upset. And she's there by herself. Do you think she's the only one here fighting? Because it looks like she's the only one.
She's the only one in there.
Nobody else is here with her.
I ain't somebody coming in.
Wow. Thank you, guys. Y'all was on the scene of this bitch. Y'all get the Rotary Online deputy badge.
And I wasn't even there for them. I was there for something else.
Let's go.
We allege that they hired right now. The police is not allowing no one to speak to him because the brother allegedly don't want to speak to no one. The sister did bring him a lawyer. She said her brother is not guilty, and she's gonna stand on her sister's side, her brother's side, until justice do be served here in Hampton, Virginia.
I would love to interview her. I'd love to have her on the show. This Rhodey young girl. I'd love to have her on the show to chop it up about this. Real talk. So if anybody has any contact with her, let me know, because I'd love to have her on. I think this woman's amazing.
Reporting live. Reporting live on here around. Yeah, we know
Remember, guys, please, guys, do remember that the sister do not have anything to do with this. She's just supporting her brother.
Bam. So this is the part that gets very interesting here. So get ready for this. This is wild. What is
hey guys,
said is wild.
Allegedly, people saying he guilty. Do you think your brother guilty? He might not be guilty.
Here it is.
No,
right.
Unfortunately, we can't comment at this time other than to note that the police are not allowing us access to Mr. Bixby.
Okay, so it's...
You heard that, right? Police are not allowing access. Police are not allowing them access to Mr. Bixby. I'm going to roll that back just one more again so y'all can hear it all the way in the nosebleed seats. Hit that like button, please.
Hey guys, allegedly, people saying he guilty. Do you think your brother guilty? He might not be guilty.
No,
right.
Unfortunately, we can't comment at this time other than to note that the police are not allowing us access to Mr. Bixby.
Okay, so it's not that he don't want to talk to you. The police is not allowing you access.
I have been told from the officers.
That's exactly correct.
Oh, wow.
That's exactly correct. That's what she says here. That's exactly correct. That's exactly it. Bruh. Bruh.
Told from the officers that they will not advise him that we are present to speak with him and that he has not requested an attorney and they will not advise him of our presence.
Wow. So they're saying what? They will not advise him. They will not let him know that there's a lawyer out here waiting for him. They're saying, yeah, dull knife. No lawyer for you. No lawyer for you at all. So something is up. They want to get the facts. They want to find this child. They want to find this little boy. Do you blame them for going, hey, shut up? We ain't going to tell nobody that you here. We want to find out where this 4-year-old boy is. Do you blame them? It is messed up. And Zozo Bobby, you are right. Miranda writes, you are right about that. You are right about that. He does have his rights. and they're not willing. Allegedly, this is what this lawyer is saying right here. That's why he is not saying. That's why they're not willing to advise Mr. Bixby that there's a lawyer outside waiting to talk to his ass. That's crazy. Now, Karma Justice, he may not even be requesting a lawyer, but that's the thing, though. When they're interrogating, when they're doing their cross-examinations and all that, interrogating the hell out of him and making his life a living hell, right? Asking him over and over and over again, the same questions over and over and over again. Don't they sit there and say, I mean, like I said, I'm not a cop and I'm not a lawyer. Don't they say don't they say that? Well, they say that in the Miranda rights, right? But he was there on his own free will. He wasn't arrested. Remember, he was not arrested from what we know. He's only been arrested 3 hours ago. So he's been there for 4 days on his own free will talking about all this stuff. So maybe, I guess, the law, they found a loophole in which they can sit there and say, we don't need to tell him that a lawyer's outside waiting for him. We don't need to tell him nothing. Let him keep talking because we need to get the information. Maybe that's the loophole. But of course, when he gets arrested, they do the Miranda rights. You know, you have the right to attorney, blah, blah, blah. Anything you do or say can be used against you in the court of law, blah, 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 right? So, of course, by now, he's probably going, give me a lawyer. But for those 4 days, he ain't said nothing. Not once did he think about getting a lawyer. Then sis comes through with the lawyer, and they're saying, hell no, you can kick rocks. Go across the street and talk to the other people over there. We'll see you in a little bit. We're still busy interrogating your brother. Crazy, y'all. Crazy.
Is that fair if they allege or news that he's there voluntarily? So why can't his attorney come and speak to him?
I've been advised that all those questions should be asked to Anton Bell of the Hampton Commonwealth Attorney's Office.
Ooh.
Walking over there now.
All right, want me to go with you because everybody has their rights?
I
I'll stand
appreciate
outside.
that. I don't believe that Anton will allow you into his office.
Okay, that's cool. Sister, you fight. A lot of people say things, but
Watch how slick this girl is. She's slick. Watch.
you fighting for your brother like I will fight for mine.
I'm fighting for my brother, my nephew, his other kids. I'm fighting for them all. I wouldn't be here if I didn't care.
Right. Thank you, sister. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being. I'm praying for your nephew and I'm
Thank
praying for
you.
your brother as well.
I appreciate it.
And at the end of the day, everybody has rights, and this Virginia Hampton courts need to follow the law.
They do. And everybody gonna have an opinion. I don't care about none of that.
Right.
Because if they know where I come from, I'm strong.
Right.
It don't break me.
Right.
It don't move me not one bit.
Right.
When my nephew come home, you'll see all the emotion you need to see. Other than that, I don't have nothing else to do.
Also, sister, and I told them as well, people need to stop trying to attack you because you didn't do anything.
I don't even live here.
Right.
I'm from DC. I was nowhere in this area until I got the phone call that my nephew was missing.
Do y'all think the mom went in there and took him?
Guess what? It's possible.
Wow.
It's possible.
So she went in. There's a possibility the mom went in there and just took the baby. That's a possibility. But we also heard stories about this baby being missing since Christmas. So still, no matter what, if those allegations are true, if the rumor mill is actually saying the truth about him being missing since December 25th, then Codi Bigsby is still looking guilty as hell no matter what. Because why wouldn't you report your son missing immediately the moment you noticed that he was missing? It's your 4-year-old child. From my understanding, you still got kids attached to your hip for a good while. 4-year-old, he's still going to be attached to your hip. So the fact that kid is gone for that long, like I said, it's February the 3rd right now. As of the recording of this live right now, he didn't report anything until Monday. He still looks guilty.
Do you upstairs or like low floor? No, they're upstairs, but they're not in the state. They have their own room. Mm-hmm. Those kids are well taken care of.
How many other kids do they have in that one resident?
It's 4 of them.
It's 4. Do you know the ages that they are there?
5, 4, and 2.
5, 4, and 2. Then your baby, the 4-year, all little. Everybody wonder why the mother has not shown her face yet.
Because she probably at home waiting for a go-go to open. That's why.
Oh wow. A go-go bar. Yeah. Wow.
A go-go bar. Okay. So she about that life. All right.
She waiting on most likely.
Do you
Allegedly.
have a phone I can give you? I'm the number one news reporter, and I'm gonna be here to be fair and make sure you have a voice as well as everybody has a voice. And if you need someone to speak to, you can contact me.
Have you tried to contact the mother? She not saying nothing to me. I saw her when she. Oh, so her first initial statement from when the police called her to tell her son was missing was she didn't want to have anything to do with them.
Wow. What? She didn't want. So all of those her kids.
All of them.
So you say
it's not true. Somebody made that post and said the mother she.
Yeah, yeah, T Money. I think she was calling her a scripper. Yeah. She said go-go dancer, a go-go bar. That's the only thing I know what that means. That she works at night. That she's a dancer. Allegedly.
The kids went to go stay with the dad. Visit. It's a lie. And then she came back, the number was changed, all that. She had seen her kids in the year. I felt like that was fishy too. My brother had the two.
Let her answer.
He had the two older ones already.
And that's the 5 and the 4-year-old.
Yes.
Okay.
She contacted him October of 2020 because she wanted to go away for her birthday with her boyfriend for him to keep the twins. She never came back.
Of 2020.
So it's not true that somebody said the mama said that he changed his number, he changed his address. And first of all, she never knew his address to begin with. Wow. She never fled here from an abusive relationship. She left here because of the infidelity with her, cheating with somebody 2 doors down, and my brother moved out of the apartment they shared.
Oh, so
and
she was cheating.
And she got an eviction notice because she couldn't keep up the bills when he left. So she went back to DC.
Can you tell us what type of temperament that your brother have? What type of person is he? He appeared to be a good guy to be raising all his kids.
I can show you pictures that will show you better than I can tell you. My brother is not a monster.
Interesting. Now, I know somebody just said, who believes the sister? Of course, the sister is biased. Of course. It's her brother. She's going to defend him until proven guilty. In her mind, he is innocent until proven guilty. And that this story could be, you never know. This child could have literally been missing since Monday. That could very well be the truth. But she's only getting the information and she's sitting there and being supportive of her brother. And I give her mad props for that. I do. Because he needs that kind of support right now. But I'm hoping that the truth does come out. Whether that is that he's been gone since, whether that is him being gone, this child, Cody being gone since Christmas, or if he's been gone since Monday. The truth does need to come out, and we do need to find this young boy. Whether this is because of the father or the mother, either one. Period. Yeah, I mean, it is like a soap opera. You ain't wrong, Zozo Bob. You ain't wrong with that. But for me, it's these pieces of information are important so that we get a better understanding of what kind of upbringing, what kind of background these kids are dealing with. And it sounds like from what she is saying, how she is painting her brother right now, he seems like he's a good father, but we don't know. She is biased. She only knows so much. Those holiday times or anytime she comes over, right, to visit the kids, I'm sure he's on his best behavior as a father. But when she leaves, what is he like? He could be a father from hell. You never know. You have a child that's been missing since Monday and allegedly could have been missing since December 25th. To me, that doesn't matter how many photos you show me. Something's not right here.
At all. Why would people allege that he is the one that? Do anybody know when the last time they seen the baby Cody?
I did personally. Personally, I didn't see him. Have I talked to him? Yes, I have.
When was the last time you spoke to Cody?
It's been about a week since I spoke to them. But I do know that my ex-husband spoke to them Sunday. And he spoke to every last one of them.
So Cody was alive
Really?
Sunday,
Yes.
this last past Sunday.
Okay.
And your husband spoke to Cody himself.
My ex-husband.
Your
but
ex-husband.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
So there you go. She says her ex-husband had a conversation with every single last one of the kids, allegedly.
Do you think the mother would do something like this too?
Honestly, I don't know what she would do. If you check into her background. Ooh, what?
Let me put my phone number in your phone.
Oh, I thought to say, what girl?
You guys know, I just
If-
wanted to
if you
answer
check
your
her
ass.
background,
You
you'll
guys
find a whole lot of
No, I
surprising
was just
things.
trying to figure out, when because the neighbors saying that, and then they talk
They
about
ain't
they
seen him
saying
this
Cody was. I don't know if you
December.
in that group, his group. They saying that they seen.
Group. I'm not in any groups. I'm not from out here.
They made a Facebook is a group like Find Cody page. Somebody posted in there and said they saw Cody in Portsmouth with a lady with a half up, half down.
Somebody just sent me that.
Do you
First
think
of all,
I just thought I put it in there. What's your name for the camera also?
Tandalia.
Tandalia. How many siblings do you have? It's your brother that's incarcerated. Well, been held inside the jail right now. Is it your mother's son, bro?
My mother's son.
How many of y'all is
It's
it?
just us two. My
It's only
baby brother
two.
was murdered years ago.
Wow.
And that's why I'm standing up for my brother and my nephew.
Wow.
It's just us two.
What type of work did he do that he was able to raise
My
all the
brother
kids?
is 21 years retired. 21 years in. He's a retired military veteran.
Oh, 21 years retired military veteran.
Yes.
Wow. And
Yes.
you know for a fact that your brother would never harm this.
My brother wouldn't harm his children. He got 4 adult children. He had 4 at home with him. Why pick one? That's not even his character.
So you said
I'm not.
you say it was 4, so you say it was a 5, a 4, a 3.
No, 5, 4, and 2. The twins are 2.
Oh, so it's a set of twins as well.
Yes.
So who have his other kids? Why he?
Right now, I'm in the process of trying to find all of that out.
So right now they're about to assist.
Where the kids at?
I even asked them, could I see them? And this
So
is
would they
where I
let your
am.
brother come out and talk to you?
No, and I've
Oh,
been.
he's been incarcerated by them. He not volunteering.
So,
He was saying
but
he
they,
was volunteering to stay here.
they keep saying he's volunteering,
But
but you're not letting me speak to him.
So
Exactly. That's strange.
you won't even advise them that we've retained counsel. So how is he volunteering? But you're not charging him with anything.
So did you hear out your own mouth that Hampton police refused to allow him to know that he do have legal counsel out here?
Yes, I do. And they kept telling him to refer to the U.S. attorney, and that's where they went.
Okay. Real quick. I see why you bothered. Says Pascal, do you have a pic of the baby's mama? I got here late. I do not. I don't have a picture of the mother. I'll have to look that up and try to find that here in a second. Now, Butter Pecan 9, how you doing, sweetheart? Been a long time. Both of y'all, why you bothered, and Butter Pecan, hello. Butter Pecan says PTSD. That's a very good question. Apparently, he's been deployed in Afghanistan twice. All right. And I could have the number of deployments wrong, but he has seen action. He has been boots on the ground in action. Okay. So there is a possibility that maybe there's some PTSD here as well. But we're all speculating here, right? We're just putting out our theories of what could be the other possibilities of why why this happened, where he could have blacked out and something happened or not. He could be the absolute perfect father. And he literally went to bed at 2 a.m., woke up at 9 a.m., and boom, the kid was gone. Could very well be the mother. Mother could have gotten up, walked over to, left her house, said, I want to be with my son randomly with this one son, not all 3, but just this one son. I want to take this son, and just got in the house, took the son, and left in the middle of the night. That's a possibility too. Or could have been somebody that broke in, or the child could have walked out. That's a possibility too. We're just ruling everything out, right? But he is there on his own merit at this time, at the time of this live stream that Rhoda Young did. Shout out to her, because she kills this, in my personal opinion. Just shooting from the hip. That's why I could see why she has 300,000 followers or likes on her Facebook page. Because she went in there and she was able to get them to talk, get her to talk, which is big. But you got a sister that is just trying to support her brother. And I understand that. I do get that. And yes, T Money 78, how you doing? Hey. Yeah, sister has said a lot as well. Much needed, though, because she's clearing a lot of things out. Now, if it is actually true that her ex-husband had a conversation with all 3 children, if that's actually true, then the December 25th accusations and the rumor, all right, allegations would not hold up. Would not hold up at all.
Right. Are you going right now?
I'm not.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to be able to go in. But that's where the attorneys are gone.
All right. Thank you so much.
My brother is not refusing counsel. They aren't telling him that he had counsel.
And you,
I wonder why, if he's here and he's not under arrest.
Exactly.
He's here willingly on his own.
See, like I said, it doesn't make sense to me either. This part doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't you just tell him that his sister's there with counsel, with legal counsel, so that he can have that person in? Now, I know the other part. I do understand that that 50 wants to get down to the facts, wants to know where this child is, and he is the only person that was the last person to see this child alive. So of course they're going to do everything they can to get him to start talking. They're like, squawk, mother lover, squawk. And he hasn't done any of that. So I understand that piece. But his sister shows up with legal counsel. They should open up the doors and let him in. Oh, you might be right, embossed. You might be right. She just wants to go out and party. She wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. That could be it too. She could just want to go and kick it. Maybe she isn't a go-go dancer. Maybe she just wants to go to these clubs and kick it, right? That could be a possibility as well. Thank you so much for that comment, embossed.
And his sister.
So you got the same questions I had.
His sister is here to see him, and they won't let him see him. So
I've been here since Monday evening.
They must have him
stayed at
arrested.
this station all night on Monday and didn't leave here until I went to help search on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have not seen my brother.
so you've been here the whole time, and you still have not spoken to your brother, and
Not
you
at
also
all.
participated in the search.
They wouldn't let him make a phone call home
I've been
either?
searching every day.
Have
He's
you-
made no phone calls to anyone. No one has heard.
Do you think he possibly don't want to talk to anyone?
Not a
If
chance.
they not holding him,
Not a chance. Because if you're telling him that I'm here, like I'm asking you to tell him, trust me, my brother is going to want to see me. Even if it's just to let me know he's okay, he's going to want to see me.
Do you know which car your attorney? Did you hire an attorney for your brother yourself?
Yes, I did.
Do you know what vehicle they came in?
No, I don't. They were here before I pulled up.
Okay, because I want to make sure I miss them. Thank you. I did put your number in my phone, and I did call my phone to have your number. I won't be
That's
blowing
fine.
you up,
That's
but I just want to make sure we keep an open dialogue, because everybody deserves to have a voice, as well as baby Cody, your brother, everybody. So
Cody's voice at this point to me is the only one that matters.
does the mom really stay in DC?
Yes.
Oh, the mother
So you
don't live
see
here.
her, so y'all both stay in DC.
Yeah. And surprisingly, I got here. I left work on Monday and got here by 5 in the evening.
So did he call
She
you
didn't
and
let it
tell
answer.
you?
No.
You just saw it on the
When
news.
it was on, I didn't even see it on the news. When my nieces who are in Norfolk saw it on the news, they called me at work. I left work and came straight here. The mother didn't show up in the station till 10:30 that night because she was told she was a person of interest.
Wow.
So I wonder if she was in there too.
No, they say they released her, and not released her. They said that she's no longer a person of interest, but
Go girl.
Whoa. She running. Woo! She running. Okay.
Mail to the Commonwealth Attorney.
Have
so no
mercy.
one was available.
Man, she just started booking, yo. Mid-sentence.
So what did you find out inside?
Anything for the story. Woo! I was like, wait, who shot? Who's shooting? What happened? All right. Anything for the story, right? Man, I just burned calories watching her run. Hey, guys, do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. Send those likes all the way up. And if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button. We are working our way towards 100,000 subscribers. Be great to have you part of the Pascal Show family. So crush that like button and crush that subscribe button. Let's continue. We got a little bit left with her talking with the lawyer.
Unfortunately, no one was available to speak with us, so I'm going to be writing an email to the Commonwealth Attorney.
So no one was available to speak to you?
No, frequently the Commonwealth Attorney is due to COVID or teleworking, so many of them aren't in the office regularly. That's common.
What is your name and what we lost signal for a quick second, guys. We lost signal. They said the Commonwealth Attorney magically is not available, but it's not uncommon that they do communication. They're going back to the law firm. He owns his own law firm, and he's going back to the law firm to get in contact with the people. I'm rolling you live. Thank you, guys, and you did a great job. I know you want to be on camera. Got you. No, I don't. It's this way. You did a great job with the interview. I appreciate.
So there it is, guys. That's what we have so far with that particular interview with through Rhoda. And I love guerrilla style journalism and those kind of interviews where you just shoot from the hip. You get that exclusive, and she definitely got that exclusive with this particular surrounding this particular case. So shout out to Rhoda Young reporting live, and check out her YouTube, her Facebook page, because her Facebook page, she's got almost 500,000 followers, and she's doing the damn thing over there. You could clearly see she putting in the work, and she knows how to finesse the conversations. She knows how to get her in that conversation. You know what I mean? And like I said, yeah, Virginia Kimbler. I would love to get her on the show to chop it up with her, because that was, just seeing her do her thing and talking with people and everything. That's really big, especially with this case. We need to know more about what's going on with this particular case. I do have some more articles that I want to show you guys right quick. So yes, please keep sending those likes all the way up. Do not forget to do that and share this feed, because we need more stories. We need more people to be sharing these kinds of stories with other people to know about this story about Cody and how that he's been missing since Monday, and how maybe by sharing this will get more people. It will get to the right people. It'll get to the right eyeballs or to the right ears that have information on where this young boy is. This is a 4-year-old kid, and we still don't know where this young kid is to this day. We are getting to the ultimate moment. We are getting to it. But I wanted to get to a few other pieces here, because some more things that are leading up to this here. Now, there's a couple things here that I found on Twitter that I wanted you guys to see as well. So let me pull this up. Okay, here's one.
Nothing I can say about that at this time. I think Cody is alive and well. We just need to find him.
When is the last time you saw Cody?
That is irrelevant, and I just told you I don't want to speak on that. If I knew where he is, I would have found him by now. So I don't know. Why would I not think he's alive? Why would anybody rule out the fact that he's alive? Nothing I can say about that at this time.
So you just saw it right here. Sister is getting interviewed by News Channel 3 and saying, I don't know anything. And if I had known more, I'd be saying it right now. But I don't know where he is. And all I can sit here and say is that I hope he comes home alive, because I do believe that he is alive and well. We'll see if that's actually true. Now, here's another piece. This is from Eugene Daniel from 13 News Now. He says, video of Hampton police forensics preparing to enter the home of Codi Bigsby's, the home that Codi Bigsby was in. And this is they're getting ready, y'all. They're going to go in there and do a whole lot of dusting. They're going to dust. Dust and bag and dust. So this was a few hours, or this was hours ago, about 9 hours ago when this was happening. All right. So then after this happens. Well, nope. Sorry, wrong one. This one. The ultimate moment right here.
Breaking news right now out of Hampton. A source tells 10 on your sides, Aisha Tolliver, that Corey Bigsby, the father of Cody Bigsby, the missing 4-year-old, is the person of interest in his disappearance and has been now charged with 7 counts of child neglect. We're told the charges stem from incidents dating back to December. Corey Bigsby will be in court tomorrow morning to be arraigned on these charges. Of course, this comes after several days of searching for the 4-year-old, who at this time still has not been found. We'll have more on the developments of this on wavy.com and tonight on Wavy News 10 at 10 right here on Fox 43.
7 counts of child neglect charges. Child negligence, 7 counts. 7 of them. Bruh. Seven of them. Sure. That's crazy, y'all. That is absolutely crazy. And of course, everybody wants to know what the hell's going on. What happened to this little boy? All that. As you can see, constant people are posting this. And I say continue posting. Continue putting things up on Twitter. By the way, please follow me on Twitter, The Pascal Show, one word. Please go and follow me over there. That would be it would be greatly appreciated as well. Okay, but let's get into it. See, even my dogs are upset about this. They're sitting here saying, "Please find him." All right, find Cody. They're getting upset. All right. Father of missing 4-year-old Cody Bigsby arrested on 7 counts of child neglect. Source close to investigation says. So the search is still on for missing 4-year-old Cody Bigsby, and police announced a major update on the case today. Cody's father, 43-year-old Corey Bigsby, was considered a person of interest. Like I said, he was in there voluntarily for 4 days. And according to a source close to the investigation, he has now been arrested. They're apparently going to be doing a press conference tomorrow around 12 p.m. Central Standard, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully I'll be on to watch that as well, but to hear what they say. But right now, the news and the rumor mill now is starting to talk, saying that this man has been arrested, all right? So now he's not there on his own free will. I honestly think he was arrested way before that, but that's just me. Police said he was taken to adult intake and charged with 7 counts of felony child neglect, stemming from incidents that go back well over a month. I wonder what stuff was going on. And Tim Southern, I wonder if he had a prior, like maybe a rap sheet. I do wonder if he did have a history, a criminal history, right? Or a rap sheet. More than just some speeding tickets, okay? More than just some parking tickets and some speeding tickets. I wonder if he has a criminal record. We'll see. We will see. He will be arraigned on child neglect charges in court at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Wow, that's quick. That's hella quick. As of Wednesday, Corey was at police headquarters voluntarily. Police said he chose to answer their questions and has been there since the day he reported Cody missing. Could that be a sign of somebody that felt guilty? So he decided, you know what? Let me just do y'all a favor and save y'all gas. Let me just stay here. Let me just stay here. The Army confirmed Wednesday that Cody was or is an Army veteran who held the rank of Sergeant First Class at the end of service in September 2017. According to court documents, he was previously charged in 2018 with assault and battery involving a family member, but was later dismissed. Aha. This up a little bit bigger. Aha. He says, aha. Interesting. So, police said assault and battery charges that were later dropped, that were later dismissed. That's good information to know right there. So there's a history of violence within this man. Why it was later dismissed, we don't know, and we will. Maybe that piece will come out sometime soon. Police said they still need the public's help with knowing Corey and Cody's last whereabouts. Any information could be of value to the police. They are asking residents of the Old Buck Row neighborhood to search their properties and report anything suspicious. During a press conference on Monday, the police chief, Mark Talbot, said Cody's dad told authorities he woke up on Monday morning and found his son was missing. The father said he looked all over and Cody was nowhere to be found. Officers searched again and were also unable to find Cody. Police say other young children were in the home and they were safe. Now, I also hear stories because these are stories. Like I said, I'm not a professional therapist or a psychiatrist or anything of that sort. But I also do understand that sometimes there is a scapegoat. There is a person or a child sometimes that just gets the brunt of the negative attention, if you see what I'm saying. The physical negative attention, if you see what I'm saying. That they get singled out and they're the ones who get hurt instead of all three of them. And he had 3 other siblings, or he has 2 other siblings, right? He has 2 other siblings as well. What if he was just singled out? I'm just putting that out there. What if he was just being singled out as well? After the announcement of Corey's arrest, Hampton police said Thursday night that Cody still has not been found. Search of efforts will continue through the weekend. Chief Talbot, the FBI, and the Virginia Department of Emergency Management will hold a press conference at the Rupert Sargent Building at 1 Franklin Street at noon Friday, so noon Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, to provide the latest updates in the investigation. This is not the conclusion of the investigative process. We will continue to do everything in our power to find Cody, police said in a statement Thursday night. Now, I'm going to say this too, and I echo them. If you know anything, of the whereabouts of this small child, please call the crime line at 1-888-LOCK-YOU-UP. 1-888-562-5887. Okay, again, that's 1-888-562-5887. Or it is 1-888-LOCK-YOU with just the letter U up. Okay? Or you can submit it online with p3tips.com. Just so you guys know. But right now, Cody Bigsby still is nowhere to be found. He is still lost. People are still looking for this young boy. But right now, the father has been detained. And I'm going to show you guys the father real quick. Bam. There is the father, Cody Bigsby, who was voluntarily inside the police precinct being interrogated for the last 3-4 days. And suddenly now he has been officially arrested. And now he is being charged with 7 counts of felony child negligence. It's very interesting. I don't know why 7, but something's up. Clearly something's up. And clearly something's up that the sister doesn't know anything about as well. I understand the sister's bias. I understand that she's got her brother's back no matter what. But now they are, and I wonder what are the grounds that have made him be found guilty, or not found guilty, but be charged with these 7 counts of felony child negligence. I mean, that's some heavy stuff, y'all. I got a couple super chats I want to pull up. I saw them in the corner of my eye. So let me grab those real quick. Hopefully the one is not gone all the way. Oh, there it is. Esther, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I really do appreciate it. Hi, Pascal. I sent you Rhoda Young's contact information in your email. I hope I had the correct one. I hope you do too. Thank you so much for sending it to me. And thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I really do appreciate it. And let's see, there is one more. Noli D, thank you so much. Hello. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much for the love and support. I really do appreciate it. But this is what we know so far, guys. And I will be live at noon to watch that press conference, because I'm sure now that we are kind of up to date with everything, because I know I know for a fact that there's more nooks and crannies and little pieces of details that I'm sure that I missed. I kind of tried to give you as much broad strokes as I could revolving around this story, because it has been developing since Monday. I just wanted to make sure that you guys at least knew what was going on. There's just been so many other big news, big breaking stories that have just been popping off lately that have just caused me to step away and focus on this particular story, focus on those stories and not cover this one. But I wanted this one to be out here so that people know what's going on. And the question still remains, where the hell is Codi Bigsby? Does the father know? Does the mother know? In fact, I know somebody was asking me to look up to see if there's a photo of the mother. Hold on. Let me see if I can find a photo of the mother. So far, there's nothing with the photos of the mother. That's so weird. So strange to me. Mom is not okay. Hold up. Let me see. Parents. Let me see if I can get parents. Let's see here. Everything so far is just him. It's just Codi Bigsby so far. But like I said, I will make sure that if there's any more information revolving around this case and revolving around this story, that we will talk about it. And I will be bringing it up. It's obviously still a developing story. I tried to cover as much as I could. It's 4 days of stories. You feel me? And of course, it's still going on, right? We now know that the father's been arrested and charged with 7 counts of felony child negligence. That is those are some serious charges. But does that mean he knows where his son is or no? And I think that's the thing that we all want to know. Where's the son at, though? So we can bring him home. That's it. We just want to bring Cody home. And I hope we are able to do that with the quickness. Fingers crossed, though. Fingers crossed. Anyway, guys, that's the show today. I really do appreciate you guys coming on. Like I said, I knew this was going to be a fat one. A big, just a big old ridiculous long a story to cover. So I'm glad that you guys were able to come in and ride along this story with me and chop it up. So I do appreciate all y'all for being on. Do me a favor before you head off. Do me that one small favor. Hit that like button down below, okay? Hit it down below, okay? And also do me this other solid. Also, if there's a way, if y'all know how to get a hold of what Tandalia, her brother, his Corey's sister, I would love to get her on the show and chop it up with her. So if y'all have some way of getting in contact with her, let me know, because I'd love to have her on. I'd love to hear her thoughts about this recent news that's just developed. Her brother officially arrested. He is not there voluntarily anymore. So he is arrested. 7 counts of child negligence. Crazy, y'all. Okay, so hit that like button down below. Do not forget to crush that subscribe button. Also, please hit that join button down below if you want to help support this channel. You know, we're quickly growing, which is amazing. It's nice to meet all these new faces and new spirits, new souls on the show. It's been a blessing to start to get to know you guys, and I'm excited to meet every single last one of y'all, you know, and meet the new faces and new names that come into the chat. And of course, we do have our Discord as well, so don't forget to join our Discord. A lot of conversations go on over there as well, so hit that Discord with the quickness. I'd appreciate that as well. Anyway, so many different things to do. But if you get time, do it if you can. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll be talking to you guys tomorrow, okay? And I will be on tomorrow around 11 a.m. Central Standard Time to watch specifically that press conference. So if you want to watch it with me, jump on in. The water's going to be nice and warm, okay? I'll make sure it's nice and warm for you guys. All right, y'all. It's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Have a wonderful and prosperous night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time for that press conference. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.